If you've ever wondered why your coworker gets away with everything, why your boss treats some people like royalty and treats you like you're lucky to be here, it's not an accident. It's not random. It's not just how they are. It's favoritism. And unless you understand the psychology behind it, you will always be the outsider in a system designed to ignore you. Here's the truth no one teaches you in school. Workplaces don't run on fairness. They run on perception, attachment, bias, and politics. You can be the hardest worker in the room and still watch someone less competent get every opportunity you dreamed of. And it's not because they're better than you. It's because they understand a secret force in every workplace. Favoritism. Not the obvious kind, but the quiet, invisible rules that determine who gets protected, promoted, and prioritized. Today I'm breaking down those rules, so you stop losing a game you didn't know you were playing. The myth of fairness. We all enter the workplace with the same fantasy. If I work hard, I'll be recognized. If I do my job well, I'll get promoted. If I'm competent, people will respect me. And for a while, you believe it. Until reality hits. You watch someone else, someone with half your skills, walk into a meeting, charm the right person, and suddenly they're promising, talented, leadership material. Meanwhile, you're still the person who helps out. Reliable, consistent, invisible. This is your first lesson. Hard work is not the currency. Human psychology is. Managers aren't judging you objectively. They're overwhelmed, pressured, juggling people and tasks. So their brains take shortcuts. They cling to familiarity, comfort, and bias. And all of that shapes who becomes a favorite and who gets forgotten. The first rule, emotional safety. The first sign of a favorite is simple. They make the boss feel safe. Not challenged, not threatened, not judged. Favorites are predictable. They mirror the boss's tone. They adapt to the boss's mood. They avoid conflict with the boss. This doesn't mean they're weak. It means they understand psychology. We like people who regulate our emotions, even bosses, especially bosses. If you calm your boss when they're stressed, support them when things go wrong, and reduce chaos instead of creating it, you become a psychological safe zone. And safe zones get rewarded. Not because they deserve it more, but because humans protect the people who make their lives easier. The second rule, shared identity. Favoritism often begins with one thing: similarity. Same background, same language, same cultural cues, same humor, same personality style, same work approach. People trust the familiar. They click with the familiar. They forgive the familiar. This is why someone new can join the company and instantly become the boss's favorite just because they share a personality style or a communication pattern. This isn't fair, and it isn't logical, but it is human. When a boss sees a reflection of themselves in someone, they subconsciously protect them, as if supporting that employee validates their own self-image. The third rule, consistent visibility. Most people think favorites are chosen in big moments, a big project, a big success, a big improvement. Wrong. Favoritism grows through micro-visibility, tiny repeated interactions that build familiarity and comfort. A comment in a meeting, a quick update email, a shared joke, a small win mentioned casually. By the way, here's what I'm working on. These moments don't feel important, but they create a mental link. I see this person often. I know what they're doing. I trust them. Meanwhile, the quiet high performer, who believes my work speaks for itself, is forgotten. Out of sight, out of mind. Out of mind means not selected. If the boss doesn't see you regularly, you don't exist in the psychological hierarchy. The fourth rule, usefulness. The most powerful favorites are not charming, not talented, not loyal. They are useful. They make the boss look good. They solve problems before the boss notices them. They take tasks off the boss's plate. They anticipate what needs to be done. They reduce the boss's stress. When you become useful, you become indispensable. And indispensability breeds protection. This is why sometimes the favorite is mediocre, yet the boss defends them like family, because losing them would create more work, and people protect what makes their lives easier. The fifth rule, emotional favoritism. Now here's the dangerous part. Sometimes the favorite isn't useful. Sometimes the favorite isn't positive. Sometimes the favorite isn't competent. But the boss likes them emotionally. And emotion blinds logic. Maybe they remind the boss of someone. Maybe they share trauma bonding. Maybe they stroke their ego. Maybe they make them feel respected or seen. There's no strategy here, just psychology. And this is the rule that hurts the most. Because you can't compete with emotional familiarity. You can only understand it. So you stop blaming yourself for something that had nothing to do with your worth. Now, how to survive favoritism. Here's what you do when you realize favoritism is shaping your workplace. 1. Stop competing with the favorite. You'll lose. Not because you're worse, but because the system is wired against you. 2. Build your own visibility pipeline. Weekly updates, early meeting engagement, small wins shared confidently. Presence over perfection. 3. Create alliances outside your boss. Don't put your entire career in one person's hands. Build reputation across departments. Let multiple people know your value. 4. Become useful in a way that's seen. Not hidden usefulness, visible usefulness. Attach your name to the value you create. And 5. If favoritism becomes toxic, leave. Sometimes the game is rigged. Sometimes you're in a system that will never see you. Leaving is not quitting. Leaving is refusing to stay under someone's ceiling. You are never losing because you weren't good enough. You were losing because the rules were hidden. Now you see the system. Now you understand the patterns. Now you know how to move differently. If this opened your eyes, subscribe. We don't do motivational fluff here. We expose the psychology no one teaches you, but everyone lives through. You deserve to be seen. You deserve to be recognized. And now, you finally know why you weren't.